Hey ladies and gentlemen, today's video is about dating down and gobble gobble gobble. So you're gonna be like, why the heck did you do that? Well, you were about to click away from the video, so now that I got your attention, remember to like, share, hit the bell notification, and let's read the article about dating down. Broke men are hurting American women's marriage prospect. Okay, that's our fault too then. There's a devastating shortage of men who have their act together, according to the new study that may not be so surprising to all the single ladies out there. Yeah, of course. Research now suggests that the reason for the recent years' decline in the marriage rate could have something to do with the lack of economically attractive male spouses who can bring home the bacon. The bacon? Huh. I thought it's like above the 50% of divorce rate started by 70-something percentage by the woman. But hey, maybe. I'm just talking maybe. It's not all the woman's fault, of course. Even though the article goes against men. Most American women hope to marry, but current shortages of marriageable men with a stable job and a good income, 6 figures, make this increasingly difficult, says oi oi oi. Look at this video.
What's fascinating about this video wasn't even the response. What fascinated me even more than that was their straight face when they said it.
Is there a number that stands out to you as like a decent salary? Like something that you would be like, okay, he needs to make this much money.
Oi.
He's not ever making more than, let's say, $100,000. I would be a little bit worried about our future.
I would say somewhere between 400K to...
What the heck? What the heck?
In your mid-20s.
Which means they have no conception how difficult it is to get to that kind of financial level.
No.
Because even if you look at the numbers of how many people actually make that amount of money, by that, one that said by like 23 or like mid 20s.
23, she said 80 to 100K.
It's like, who? What?
Lighter asset, unless your dream man is a Uber driver, the dirt of would-be grooms is the prominent in the current gig of economy of unstable, low-paying service jobs. To investigate the man's drought, that's not a man's drought. That's a man's drought in their eyes. There's a bunch of men looking for partners. Researchers created profiles of potential husbands based on real husbands as logged in American Community Survey data. They then compared these hypothetical spouses with actual unmarried men. They found that a woman's made-up hobby makes 58% more money than the current lineup of eligible bachelors.
Surprise, motherfucker.
This study reveals large deficit in the supply for potential male spouses in the study conclusion. Many young men today have little to bring to the marriage bargain, especially as young women's educational levels on average exceeds their male suitors. Some ladies are even starting to date down in order to score a forever partner. Now let me think straight. Isn't dating down condescending? Men dated all the time because there was a mission, they had to do stuff, be responsible, work a lot of hours and everything. Well then date down. Do all the jobs, pay for everything, pay for your own marriage, that's it. You wanted to be like a man, but you still want to live like back in the day. That doesn't make any sense. I'm sure want you to be in the powerful position, but then also be the powerful person. Be the leader. Be the responsible for all the decisions that you make. And I'm just going to watch you crash and burn and be like, I feel safe under your belly if you protect me. That's it.
Popping the question tomorrow. Well, it turns out women proposing on a leap year is an age-old tradition, and many women are jumping on board. So 52% of women say they are more inclined to propose to their partners on February 29th.
Because they got the money.
In general, in 2010, 5% of engaged or married women proposed to their partners. And just last year, that number jumped to 16%. So although this is an outdated concept, many women are still doing it. So we want to know this morning, what do you think about this? Would you do it? Join the conversation. And guys, I know you're probably curious about if...
And I'm going to tell you, guys don't want the ring. They want a car. that they can keep if things go wrong. I mean, certain ladies don't even give you back the engagement ring, right?
This is even like how this even started. So it started in the 5th century in Ireland. It's an old Irish tradition, and in every leap year, a woman, or if she feels like the man is taking too long, she can propose. Of course, you can propose to your man on any day.
Right.
But back in the day, Saint Bridget proposed to Saint Patrick because she felt he was taking too long.
So she have to wait 4 years then for the leap year to come?
Exactly.
Yeah. 4 more years?
February 29th. So would you do it, Christy? Would you get down on one knee?
I mean, for tradition's sake, if you have some Irish, background or heritage, maybe if it's a cutesy tradition, it feels romantic to you. But I think if you are ready, girl, get down on one knee and do it any day you want to.
Yeah, you're an independent woman, right?
Cap.
At the beginning of the show, and it looked like the fellas had a lot to say about it. Finding love is not that easy, right? And it's especially hard in this economy. And guess what? Many women say they are finding it very hard to find a man who makes as much as they do. A study by Cornell University found that the country's declining marriage rate is due to the lack of financially eligible bachelors. Women are actually outpacing men with education, and this is changing the age-old mentality that men are the breadwinners.
Yep.
In turn, the gig or small gigs economy and lack of good jobs out there have left the ladies single and disgruntled. And researchers say they are seeing a trend of women dating down.
No, you wanted the status of power. You got the power. Then with the great power comes great responsibility.
All right, listen, it was in the prompt, right?
Really? Who wrote that?
I mean, I say all that.
Jeez.
Disgruntled.
This is just the reality of it. So women, we're more educated now, and I think that we're furthering our education. So with that being said, we're going to hold off on the baby making. We're going to hold off until we get that great job, really career driven. And I don't think there's anything wrong with hoping that there's someone either on your level or higher than you.
So say it with me. Si se puede.
If you were here supposedly by your standard, and we were here, and you reached us, what's gonna happen? Why isn't that enough? If you just wanted a man to feel love, and you reach here, isn't it all about love? Isn't that why you marry about love? Isn't that why you wanted to not have a prenuptial agreement when you were here? Because we had to show you that we love you even if you're down here, because you're in a disadvantaged position? Well, now that you're here, what's gonna happen now?
So, okay.
Go ahead, Love Doctor.
All right.
He's burning. He's burning.
It was okay.
Yeah.
Man made more money to be the one to buy everything, to do, treat you and all this other kind of stuff. And now that you make more money, you can't be that one. Right? You can't be the one to pay for the meal and because you're dating down.
I think that this face perfectly embodies. Man be like, what are you talking about? And a girl being like,
I got caught. It's not equality I want. Because you're dating down.
I hate that, yeah.
What is that about? It wasn't called dating down.
Right.
Yeah.
When men were the breadwinners and all that.
It's called taking care
Now
of
it's
your family.
dating down.
Yeah.
What is that?
I have a feeling, though, that some of the issue here is that it may be the psyche of the men, that when they make less, they are insecure, and it can affect
What?
the relationship.
Women say
Yeah.
That they don't
now
have.
I gotta get
So,
it.
yeah.
You try to do the whole flipperoonie before they did not buy it. You try to do the whole flipperoonie. Well, it's really because of you, the way you. No, we not complaining. You is about dating down.
Yeah.
The question would be, so are these women expecting the men to cover everything? They want those breadwinners, so they...
That's what it sounds like to me by this particular study. I have to date down now. What is that? You wanted to make
She's
more money?
pissed.
Money?
She's
if there's a
pissed.
responsibility with making more money. First of all, I don't believe in any of it. But if there's a responsibility that comes with making more money, accept it. You wanted to make more money.
Look at her face.
Yeah.
This.
She's like, I finally have the power, and now I have to treat you good? Hey, man, it's so one-sided, bro.
Right.
Are you going to find many men out there that makes as much as you do?
And my point is, so now you're going to, because we hear so much about women that are like, oh, there's nobody out there, there's no one out there, I can't find love, I'm getting too old. Now
They educated all of you to make more money than us. It makes sense. They promote you. They gave you positions. It's like, hey, man, you're a woman. Hey, we're going to choose you because back in the day you had it in the past. Your grandma, at least. And now you're surprised you cannot find somebody because you're so highly educated? I know, man.
You're going to sacrifice the fact that you could find that love because the man's not making that much money, and you're going to date down?
All right.
No,
They're robbing us. I have a feeling this is going to be our morning rush hour.
Too bad by myself.
Left to say.
Yeah.
All right.
And you're going to buy a cat too?
Time now. 5:11. Let's.
Oh, you petty ass.
The point that I'm trying to bring out this video is that, look, I didn't propose to my wife. We just walked. We were just chilling, walking. We saw a store and we just looked at each other at the same time. Like, yeah, I think it's time. And we both went there and I bought her a ring. I bought her, I think it was a golden ring and a gem or something like that. It came. She didn't like the ring. I told her, oh, well, she didn't like it. Well, I need to buy another one of a different color. So I bought 2 rings. He was like, no, that's a lot of money. I said, look, man, I'm going to marry one woman and I'm going to stay with that woman. Look at her face. She had like ugh, this is disgusting. So I bought her a new ring. And everybody's like, why? ¿Por qué? Warum? Di con? Mamma mia. And I was like, hey, man, I'm Gucci. That's it. And we bought and we still together plus 18 years. Because we contribute in different ways. It's not that I take care of her. I'm definitely not dating them. We earn the same amount of money. Actually, right now, she got so many upgrades. She's earning more than me. But we provide things together. We are a team. And that is something that I see in many other cultures that is not represented in US culture. It's always like the money or the height and the body count. And I'm like, hey, what the heck? It's like they see people as one thing and they cannot adapt. I'm the person that if you're a person with consistency, whatever the background, whatever the gender, whatever the sex, if you're consistent, that's a marriageable candidate. But these days they judge you by all this weird stuff. And the fact that they judge men that you don't make a bunch of money, and that's already dating down, as if you don't judge men enough and you add something extra that is quite hard to prove. The fact, you look at the delusional woman in the beginning. They want men that make that money when they finish school. Man, you have no idea how the world works and you are quite delusional. And there's going to be a lot of women single. There's even certain women that are single with kids and they kiss their son because they cannot find a man.
There were a lot of comments saying that I look like his mom, so I just wanted to come on and just like clear the air and clarify some things. I am his mom. We have a really complicated relationship, but it works for us, so.
So, ladies, all I'm going to say is, I don't know how lonely you are, how bad the situation is, but by the way that you are going right now, you are creating a bomb that is unfixable. Because you always look at the solution that it has to come from the other side when the other side has nothing to provide. That's all I'm saying. Like, you know what? I deserve better. Now you're gonna date a man when the divorce rate is usually started by a woman? And now you want to divorce and now you lose half anyway? Do you see how weird you can be trapped by your own mechanism? Amen. Be careful, but amen. There's no hope suddenly. For women at least. And most men that I know are quite comfortable being alone. Because we're quite comfortable being alone since the beginning without any compliment. When the robot ladies start appearing, amen, I think it would be the end of society. And the government will try to start producing kids because they will have no chance. But that's it for the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Peace. It's kind of evil video though.